at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well,
Wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
Indeed, good morning to you one and all. Welcome to the start of a brand new week. Welcome to Monday the 8th of June 2026. And I'm Pearson Bowen from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados here in beautiful, beautiful Barbados. To all of you, good morning. How do you do? How do you do? I hope you've had a great start to your morning thus far. Perhaps mine is the first voice you'll hear in your home, and I'm happy to be the one to keep you company. And if it's not, I really hope that you get a chance to engage in a very meaningful way with those who live with you and those who live without as well. And so as you make your way through today and the rest of the week, I hope that you spend time acknowledging the beauty of each and every one of you. So it's Monday. It's the start of a brand new week. That means I hope you had a wonderful weekend. For me, yesterday was church. You know me, on a Monday morning, I like to tell you what the sermon was about. The sermon was so impactful yesterday at the Hawthorne Memorial Methodist Church because we took some time to understand again why God thinks we're so special and why he is so special to us as well. And so we had three examples. One was Matthew. Matthew was a tax collector who everyone looked down on, who people just despised simply because of his job and who he was. But Jesus saw in him something else. Jesus saw promise, and he called him to be one of his disciples. Then there was the story of the woman who had what we call in the Bible the issue of blood. And so for 12 years, she was stigmatized simply by a medical condition. She felt as though she was on the margin of society. No one cared about her. Everyone looked down on her. They despised her. And yet still she thought, if I just touch the hem of his garment, it will make a difference. And it did, so much so that Jesus called her daughter. To be just called daughter or son means that you've been included into the family, and that was a significant moment in time. And the third example was Jairus' daughter. Jairus, was a member of the synagogue, and so they were the big ups in society. They knew everything. And yet still, when his daughter died, he had no faith at all. And so he called on Jesus. Jesus came, raised her from the dead. A preview of what's to happen for each of us. The fact that we can all be restored in a very significant way because God sees the value in all of us and he doesn't want to lose any of us. So if that gives you hope today, I really hope it does. And so I want to wish you a lovely today. To those of you joining us on our streams on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, cbc.bb, a very special good morning to all of you. Thank you so much. You work hardest, I think, because you're asked to share the show, and I encourage you to continue doing so. And as you do, have your conversations among yourselves, have your conversation with us as well. We absolutely love to read your comments. I encourage you also, if you know of something to be told or someone whose story has to be told, tell us about it. And you can do so by sending us all the details possible, by sending us that detail by email. The email address is morninbarbados@cbc.bb, and we thank you for partnering with us. A lot to get to today. Again, I remind you, at Inchcape Barbados, there is a brand of vehicle just for you. And this crop over will give you a chance to win the brand of the festival as well, which is the Suzuki GLX Across. And we'll be sharing with you a little bit more about what that looks like, the features and everything. It's about it excites many, many people who've already come into the showroom, which opens at 7:30 this morning, by the way. Also today, we'll be looking at the universalization of Primary education is a big word, but what does that word mean and how will it unfold? The folks from the Ministry of Educational Transformation will join us as we get ready for a town hall meeting later on this week, giving you the opportunity to share your views on it. Educator Sandy Field-Kelman will also come back to share with us fun ways to engage in our classrooms with our children and make education a whole lot more meaningful and fun. Also today, do you have a desire to stand in front of crowds of people and deliver? You see orators everywhere who do it seamlessly, but there are some free public classes just for you to make a difference, how you can now stand confidently before many and deliver meaningfully. So we'll talk to you a little bit about how you can access those free classes. We met a man, and we will continue to meet that man today, who has already designed some programs that will allow us to connect with people anytime, anywhere, at a very cost-affordable rate. And so it has potential also for emergency situations. He'll come sit with me as we take a look at that. And before the show is done, we'll meet the Lions of St. George Secondary School, who continue to roar and continue to rise. And so they'll invite us this morning to a very special event they have coming up very, very soon. Who and what can we expect? Stick around to find out this morning on Morning Barbados. We'll take a break here. We're coming right back from the showroom of CBC Barbados in Warrens in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affairs segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best acts in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
Two, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, me, we are the heart of the party. When it sounds sweet, it could be a lime or a fat. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real Andy.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados.
Morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We are 8 minutes now after 6 o'clock. There's nothing like family time, and I think weekends are meant for that purpose and that purpose alone. I had the ball of my weekend. I spent some time, as you know, every weekend is spent with my godchildren and my nephew. And so the boys, there are 3 boys, 2 twin, and the third one is my 4-year-old Noah. Noah Greenwich, good morning to you, Noah. I know you're watching, and I know you're also anxious to get up and get going today. He broke my heart yesterday. He says, Uncle, don't leave, don't leave. I feel it. I feel it too, Noah. I'm looking forward to spending even more time with you. And I would want you to consider that as well, because I think it's part of our process of educating our young people, the way we interact with them, that we show them our social norms. And I hope that your social norms are the positive ones at the same time. But as they're prepared to soak up everything that we do, be prepared to invest in them everything they need to know. And that's what we want to take a look at now. The universalization, big word, I know, of pre-primary education. And we thought to have with us Ms. Julia Beckles, who is the Deputy Chief Education Officer, and with her is Dr. Christina Morris, who is a Senior Education Officer with responsibility for nursery and primary. A lot, right? Good morning, ladies.
Good morning,
person, and good morning, Barbados.
Look at the chorus. I love it. I love it. You one. And so let's look at this concept of the
Yes.
universalization of pre-primary education. I know there's a town hall meeting, we'll get to that in a moment. But what does that mean when you say that?
Well, simply put, Pearson, it is the expansion of pre-primary education here in Barbados. At this time, we do have access to 3 and 4-year-olds, but we want to broaden that access, give greater access to parents who are desirous of being with us. And therefore, what we're doing is making sure that we have more spaces available to be able to cater to 3 and 4-year-olds.
We know you have to send your child to school. Sorry, your school to child, your child to school. And we heard the age will probably be expanding to 18 soon.
Yes.
But is this process mandatory, though, the pre-education for early childhood development?
No, it is not mandatory. Pre-education, we continue to leave that up to parents, but what we want to do is encourage them to come with us because of what we are going to be offering. We believe that there are some benefits to be derived from being with us at the pre-primary, our pre-primary schools. For example, we are going to be offering a structured curriculum, which is going to be infused by play-based approaches. So this is not daycare. This is structured education, and we are trying to get in early because the literature shows us that once we are able to do that, we stand a better chance at being successful in developing our children holistically. So we need to start as early as possible, and that is what we want to offer.
And I'm glad you referenced the fact that it's not daycare, because oftentimes you drop them off, I have other things to do. Let them take care of those, and then I'll come back, pick them up. Is this in any way akin to what the Maria Holder nursery schools offer?
Well, Pearson, the Maria Holder Nursery School at Gaw Hill is definitely our flagship. It is our school of excellence for play-based approaches. So what we've been doing there is ensuring that our teachers are well trained in this new approach, and we use that. It is almost like a learning hub for teachers across Barbados. They go there to be coached and mentored by the teachers who have already been taught how to use these play-based approaches. And of course, we continue to do our actual research so that we are better able to cater to this cohort of students and teachers.
A lot of times we tend to think, because they're so young, you know, their capacity to respond verbally is so limited. Oh, it's just daycare. And I use that word very broadly because
Yes,
the level of teaching is not going to be the same as when they're going to reception, for instance. We tend to think, oh, let's just baby them until reception. But that is not what you're trying to do here.
No, that is not what we're doing at all. As a matter of fact, Pearson, we are going to use play, which is natural, which is how children are supposed to be allowed to play. And we're going to be using that to have them involved in structure, a curriculum that has already been designed and devised to ensure that there's their cognitive development. So they will continue to play, but while they are playing, we know that we are already meeting targets that have been planned and devised to ensure that they're developing. So there is play, but there's also work which is infused in that play.
Yes. The children will come home with exciting examples of all that they've done in a particular day. And so is this the first time you're really launching this in a big way?
In a big way, we are expanding.
We're expanding.
So we have, for example, we have 12 standalone nurseries, and they take 3-year-olds only. And then we have some of our schools, 14 of our primary schools, which take 4-year-olds. What we want to do is to ensure that we have more of our primary schools taking 3 and 4-year-olds, hence the expansion and the universalization, if you will.
Would that expansion require an expansion of the plant, the school plant?
It will, in most cases, require some very small upgrades in some of the areas, but not major expansions. We've already made the checks, we've done the assessment, and there are some schools which will just need very, very basic upgrades to ensure that this happens. Think furniture, for example, because you're adding. So you're going to need more furniture. You may need more playstations, more sand and water stations, which you normally have with children of that age group. So yes, there will be some additions, but not necessarily whole scale. However, We wish to move towards having all of our nursery schools look like the Maria Holder at Gore Hill, because that is our gold standard.
Yes, yes. So not every area will necessarily have one of these areas for children. I'm using it broadly that because St. Lucie,
Right.
the St. Lucie boy I am. So in the parish of St. Lucie, access to this level of early childhood intervention, how easily accessible is it really? Or does one have to search the phone book, search the Ministry of Education's website to find that space where, Dr. Morris, as you, to find that space where the child can be accommodated for this early intervention?
Well, Pearson, you mentioned St. Lucie specifically.
Yes.
And as you know, we do have schools covering the entire island.
Correct.
But there is access in St. Lucie. And we want to say to parents and guardians, there is access. We have our Ignatius Bayer Primary School, we have Sealer Primary School, we have Half Moon Fort Primary School. The spaces are there. So we are encouraging our parents and guardians to take advantage of that. Bring the children, enroll them with us.
And that's good because those are the known primary schools, Sealer being mine. And so, we want to let parents know that there is space for your 3 to 4 year old to engage in this way in a very meaningful way through play and through some very specially designed curricula to be able to help your child develop early. And that's the whole point. So, Dr. Morrison, walk me through what the structure looks like once we enroll in this particular early intervention.
Well, once children are enrolled with us in our nursery places, we will be expanding and utilizing our play-based curriculum. As you know, play, natural to children, so we want to harness that. And our teachers will be organizing the spaces, utilizing all of the materials they have available to them to achieve certain targets, to achieve certain objectives. So on a daily basis, children will be engaged in both indoor and outdoor play to help them to develop holistically. So we're not only focusing on the numeracy and the literacy, we also want to make sure that the social and emotional learning is taken care of, that they're strengthening their fine and gross motor skills. So we're looking at that holistic development of the child. We also, as teachers, do that and engage with them as facilitators. Lots of fun, lots of learning. And teachers will be there interacting with them, guiding them through the process as they target those specific areas through questioning and so on. So there's excitement, Pearson.
Yes.
And we're encouraging parents and guardians to come on board with us and let children participate in this excitement and learning.
If I could just roll the years back, I'll be a part of this.
Of course.
Enroll me indeed. We'll take a break here. We'll come back to share with you more of what this particular initiative represents and can do for your child. And then we will tell you a little bit more about how you can also lend your views to it in an upcoming town hall meeting. Stay with us. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
What you just saw is that aerial view of the roundabout here and in Warrens, right outside of Inch Cape, Barbados. That's where we are today, and we'll be spending some time with you here from this location until the 19th. But at the moment, we're taking a look at the universalization of pre-primary school education and what it means for your 3 to 4 year old little sweet. And so we talked about the fact that schools are going to be in some way adjusted so that we can accommodate all of them. And I wanted, as we were preparing for the break, to ask the question, Dr. Morris, about the facility for children with special needs. What accommodation is being made for children of special needs?
Children with special needs, the Ministry of Education has always been focusing on including children with special needs across the system, not only in our schools that are built and designed specifically, but we have moved in a big way to include children with special needs in our mainstream classrooms. That will continue. Our teachers over the years have been exposed to training in this area, and we continue to build that out because we are very aware that this is something that needs to be ongoing to ensure that teachers not only know what to do, what to look for, how to integrate, how to cater to the individual needs, but we also want to make our teachers comfortable as they deliver the curriculum. So yes, we welcome children with special needs. We are focusing on inclusivity, and the staff at the schools are there ready and willing to assist in that regard.
And I'm so glad you said, because all of you watching, you all know my personal story, my boy Michael, and I've seen such development in him through his engagement in regular school, I call it, where the unit provides for him. He also gets to socialize with people of different abilities, and he is as able as. Because as far as I'm concerned, he must be allowed to achieve everything that everyone else achieves as well. And so here we are now. There's a town hall meeting coming up that allows all of us to weigh in on this. When is it?
On Thursday, June the 11th. Yes.
This Thursday
coming. We're invited all members of the public to come to engage with us on this subject. It will be hosted at George Lamin Primary School. It starts at 6 p.m.
See, the primary people are going to, from Capel, so they're going to say, where is George Lamin Primary School?
Easy to find,
Yes, ma'am.
easy to find. Once you're coming up towards Bridgetown, George Lamin Primary School is easy to find.
If you find Tweeside Road, you'll find it.
Exactly. There we go. So there is where we'll be having this town hall meeting. Obviously, the town hall meeting is set in a way that allows engagement. People will speak, and you will also speak and have that interaction as well, right? So who can we expect to be there at the head table for this town hall meeting?
I will be there. Dr. Morris.
Yes, I will be there.
Some other members of our team in the nursery and primary, and some of members of student support services. You spoke just now about special needs, so therefore we will ensure that we have those persons there as well.
Yeah, that's absolutely critical. But the beauty of all of this is that we're trying to give our children a good start. A head start in life in a way that really cements their future. In a very meaningful way, because oftentimes we assume that by age 4 they'll have it, or age 5 when they go into the reception they have it, but we didn't lay the foundation. And then we realize, oh my goodness, this house is rocky, and that's our fault as parents. And so we want to encourage you to show up to this Thursday's town hall meeting. What time does it start?
6 p.m.
6 in the evening. All right, so 6 o'clock, George Lamin, the sun will still be up. The sun sets a lot later, so don't you worry. But you come, there's ample space, ample parking for all of you who are going to be driving. If you choose to walk or take the bus, that's also welcome. But come with your questions, come with your ideas, come with your concerns, come to get the answers that you need. Don't wait to hope to hear someone else ask your question. You ask your question yourself, and you get guidance as to how this will all work. When do we hope to roll this out from, or to begin this broader expansion of the program?
September 2026. Yes, very much so. So we have certain works in train all like now, hence the town hall meeting, because we must be ready to go when school begins in September 2026.
So after the summer camps are done, then let's go. Let's get cracking on this.
Yes.
And because it's going to be very play-based, Dr. Morris, you know, you don't necessarily want a uniform, would you?
No, we want children to be comfortable. Yes, we want children to be comfortable, and the parents and teachers will regulate that. We want them to be very comfortable as they move around in their spaces. And yes, we do have nurse uniforms in our pre-primary schools, but I must say they're very comfortable and cute looking uniforms. Many of them do have the short pants and just an overall.
Right.
Yeah, so
Nice, that's a good way
so
to
they
put
will
it.
be comfortable.
And I ask that because oftentimes parents, when they think of school, think of the cost of.
Yes.
And we're saying, no. In this instance, there is no cost of. Just let the child come as comfortably as the child needs to be. And so that's important indeed. You referenced the Maria Holder Nursery School at Gall Hill as the gold standard.
Yes.
What happens there that makes it the gold standard?
It is our school of excellence for play-based approaches. So the teachers there, we have, in a deliberate way, ensured that they are taught, they are trained, and they are developed as it relates to play-based approaches. It is also a school that was being gifted to us by the Maria Holder Trust. So therefore, in terms of its layout, if you go and if you visit, it looks very, very different. It's very modern. And it is built in such a way that it is inclusive. So the classrooms or the rooms are very, very easy to orient because they are not your rows and columns that we would be accustomed to. So it is modern as it can be. There's color, lots of color. So children will be excited. Adults are excited to be there, okay? So from the time you enter, there's color everywhere. It is built to accommodate those persons who have special needs, but particularly for the training of our teachers in early childhood approaches and the play-based, and to a lesser extent, the project-based learning as well. So that's why we call it the gold standard. And we wish that we could have all of our nursery schools looking like Maria Holder at Gall Hill.
Yeah.
That is the vision.
I've seen the one at Oldbury. Again, that's where the boys would have gone to school as well. And
Right.
immediately on entering the compound, play.
Yes.
They play. They're always
Yes.
So they
Yes.
orienting them was easy.
Yes.
They walked in and they things to play.
Yes.
Onto the different implements and so
Yes.
forth and then they filtered into the classrooms.
Yes. Right.
And so that's important, I think, for a lot of people to know that the child is immediately stimulated and knows that you don't have to cry to get up to go to school because you don't want to go to school, because you will want to go to school in this kind of an approach.
Of course,
and so we want to encourage you parents to show up at the town hall meeting this Thursday. Remember, it starts at 6 at the George Lamming Primary School near Tweedside Road, right there in the corner. I know exactly where it is. Some people call it Welch's, if they choose to call it so.
Yes.
So that's where it is, right there in the corner. Ample parking, ample space. You have your concerns because you have the little ones. And so you bring yourself and ask your questions. I encourage you, daddies, as well, to show up. This is not a mommy initiative. This is the parents' initiatives. And so we want you to come with your questions and concerns because you know your child best. And so because you know your child best, you have the best question to ask. And so the experts are there also to be able to respond to those questions. Those who are in the system already, who can give clarity to some of your concerns, and those who support the system, who can say, yeah, I've been through it too myself. I see its outcome. I see what's possible indeed. And so it's a very important stage of your child's development. Yes, you want to be able to be sure that your child is safe and protected, and so the environment allows that to happen. Yes, you want to make sure that your child grows up to be the little genius you want that child to be. And so yes, the environment helps to support that as well. You may have a child who uses a wheelchair, who for whatever reason is in some way a little different. And so you want to have a question about that answered. There are answers to those questions because the plan is that every child must be afforded access to the same level of education as any other child. And that's why this initiative is so critical. And that's why we give it our full support. I want you to give it your full support as well. Don't waste your time on Thursday. Use your time on Thursday to plot this in, as one of those things that you intended to be a part of. And let's give our children the best starts.
Indeed.
That's all I can ask.
Indeed.
Ms. Beckles, thank you so much.
It's been a pleasure.
It has been my pleasure as well. I'm so pleased with the work of the Ministry of Education.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
very
you.
welcome.
We're happy to hear that.
I am. I truly am. I see it by the boys. Wow. And Noah, he himself was at the Thurmanbury, Maria Hall at Thurman, so he's now moving on to primary school level and too. So I know and I see his use of language and so much more that come through that experience in the nursery and preschool.
Wonderful.
Love it indeed. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And
Dr.
thank
Morris?
you as well. It's been a pleasure sharing.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So, folk, I commend this to you. I have had the experience. I've seen the outcomes. I want you to see the same outcomes by having your children exposed to this. So show up at the town hall meeting this Thursday, George Lamming Primary School. It begins at 6 in the evening, and you will stay until you're tired answering all the questions. So just come. They're not going to rush you away and say, hey, listen, we got to go now. They'll take the time with you. So I wanted you to take the time to be there indeed. Thank you so much, ladies, again. All the best.
Thank you again.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Morning Barbados takes a break here. We're coming back from the showroom of Inchcape Barbados to tell you more in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Into Festival, the stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Affair segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
It is a marvelous Monday morning right here at Inchcape Barbados in Warrens, and that's where we are, folks. We are waiting to receive you here. The showroom opens at 7:30 this morning, and they'll do business with you until 4:30. But again, as always, they won't rush you through the door. And if you can't come to them, they can come to you. They will communicate with you online as well. The social media and the other platforms are also open to you. So you can go online now, go to Inchcape Barbados and see for yourself the brand, the make, the model, the financing options, then begin your discussions. Let someone here, all the experts, reach you and make your dream a reality. Speaking of dreams, we continue our trend of education this morning. We're joined again by one of Barbados' best educators in Sandy Field Kelman. Sandy, good morning.
Good morning, I'm Blessings Pearson. How are you today? Love your purple.
Thank you. Love your green.
Oh, popping.
Look at this. Look. Isn't this beautiful? It looks really sharp
You're
with the camera.
teaching children you're to pop.
You have to pop.
That's
You have
right.
to pop. Because that stimulates the mind.
Exactly. Colors, children learn by colors and visual aids and so on. So you have to come out of your body and the colors excite them, especially if it is a dreary day,
Yeah.
especially if the children are having issues. So those colors, and that's why the classroom should be a popping classroom. Lovely visuals and bright things and hands-on and so on. So this morning,
Yes, ma'am.
you're going to be my student again.
Sure.
Are you ready? Did you do your homework?
I've always do my homework. I always do. You know, I do my homework
You
before I
didn't
go
do your
home.
homework because you didn't know what you got for homework.
I know I didn't, but I do my homework.
Because if you read every day,
Yes.
you will be on target.
Really?
Yes.
And I do read every day.
Right. So today we are going to look at synonyms.
Synonyms.
What is a synonym?
Those words that sound like each other, but they are
Yes.
not necessarily spelt the same way or have the same
Exactly.
meaning. Am I basically right?
You are right. They sound like each other, but they mean different things.
Right.
So your task this morning,
Yes.
I am going to give you T-H-E-I-R, and you would hold these up.
To the camera? Okay.
Now, these are mistakes commonly made every day of our life.
Oh, yes.
All right? People do not know when to put them in context. So we are going to do that this morning and show our parents how they're to teach their children so that the children will understand, because you must have it right.
And you know, part of the problem is because of text speak.
Exactly.
Oh, my gracious. Oh, my
Exactly.
gracious. It
Exactly.
gets to my nerves.
The other one is T-H-E-R-E. That's it. And
There
the
you go.
last one is T-H-E-Y.
So all of
You
these
don't have
words,
3 hands,
th-
but
no,
you
I
make
don't,
it.
but I'll try my best. And this is the third one. They all sound the same.
Exactly.
They have different meanings. And
Exactly.
therefore we use them in different contexts.
And person, what I'm finding that you see the word T-H-E-R-E, a lot of people use that for everything.
Yes.
Now, T-H-E-Y, what is that? That's,
They.
Right. What does that fall into? That is
People.
people or persons.
Yes.
T-H-E-R-E is place.
This. Yes.
And T-H-E-I-R is
Possessive.
Possessive.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm getting it right. I'm getting it right.
So, I am going to give you a sentence.
Sure.
And you will put the correct one.
Okay.
Okay. The children said that they are going there. So which two?
They.
Yes, meaning children.
There.
Exactly. Good boy.
Thank
Good
you,
boy.
thank
Good
you.
boy.
Where's my star?
You will get all of that at the end. No, have to work.
So
Okay.
it's they and there.
There. Exactly. And it is not, when we say there, we do not say they.
Yes.
There.
That's right.
You must pronounce those consonants and those syllables. It's very important.
Very.
Like, for instance, when I was in England studying, I remember my teacher coming from Barbados. She said, it is not home. H-O-M-E. It's not home. But that's what we say.
Yes.
It's home.
Yes.
You round
The
the
vowel,
the
yes.
vowel, okay? But we say, I'm going home.
Listen.
So I have learned that because obviously coming from Barbados, you say that.
Yeah.
But a lot of those things I learned, and I really did not realize it's so important to round your vowels.
You're so right, because you know I like to watch a lot of British TV,
Exactly.
and I'm hearing it more and more home as opposed
Right.
to home.
Home. Right.
Yeah, and but sometimes it's also where we place the emphasis on what syllable.
Exactly. But if you did English elocution,
Mm-hmm.
you would realize that a lot of the words that, for instance, my name, she used to call me Sandra,
Right.
where we say Sandra, okay?
Yes.
Sandra.
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
I said my name is not Sandra, it's Sandy.
Yes. So the way she said it is as though it was S-A-U-N.
Exactly.
But it's Sandra.
Yes. The other one now, we are going to do hair. H-A-I-R. H-E-R-E. H-A-R-E.
Well, there are 4.
Yes. And H-E-A-R.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to master this.
Now,
Yes, please.
you make the sentence.
I do?
Yes.
Okay. The hair went. No, I can't have that. Another one. The hair has brown here and can be seen here.
It's upside.
Oh dear, sorry. Here, but if you listen well, you may hear
Hear.
it.
H-E-A-R. Very
Correct.
good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. The
Oh, I'm
other
learning
one-
fast.
Okay, we are going to now do bear.
Okay. A sentence again from
Sentence
me.
again. You're learning.
She's
You're
so
learning.
bad. All right. We have three words. Three words. This is bear, B-E-A-R, the animal. B-A-R-E, without almost like naked.
Naked.
Yes. And then there is bear, the chug, 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 chug. Right?
Exactly.
Good. All right.
Drink.
Yes, the drink.
Yes.
So what's my sentence here now? Okay. The bear found himself without clothes, so he noticed he was bare, naked, and thought, why not have myself a glass
beer.
of beer?
Exactly.
And there
Draft
he
beer.
is. Draft
In
beer.
England, they say draft beer.
yes.
They say draft beer.
Chug, chug, chug.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
And the final one, you have to switch that one. It's pear.
Okay.
P-A-I-R, P-A-R-E, and P-E-A-R.
Yes. So there are two
Correct.
of them here. P-A-R-E is the one you're looking at now. It's like cutting,
Like-
you know, your core
Like
of
pear.
an apple, you pear that
Yes.
you peel it,
Pear.
therefore. Pear, two, pair, P-A-I-R,
shoes.
pair of shoes.
Yes.
My hands, a pair of hands, those kinds of things. And then look at that, me. Sorry,
Pear.
avocado. P-E-A-R, short for Pearson. But nonetheless, you know, here we are. So here we go. Three words. The pear. Oh, I went to the market and I bought a pair of pears, and I took the knife and I pared them.
Correct. Very good.
There we go.
Very good.
I know the tell me process, but I know.
Yes,
but
it's paired, but the point of it comes from P-A-R-E. Yes.
I'm an A-class student.
Excellent. Excellent.
English was one of my favorite subjects.
Excellent.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
those are the things that we should do with our children, you know,
Yeah.
and always show and tell.
Mm-hmm.
Show and tell. What you can do, which I would not have been able to do this one, you actually bring the pair of shoes, a piece of hair, so that the
Yes.
children can relate to it better, because they might not just know from the word. So you bring the actual visuals there to show them. So that is very important.
What I liked is that you asked me to make the sentence.
Yes,
so
I'm not
you
going to
checked
tell you.
my understanding of
Exactly.
it as well.
And that's what you're to do with the children. Even if they're wrong person, let them have the chance to really use their ability, because that also helps with expression. It helps with thinking, and they understand, you know, I got to really fight to say this.
Yes.
So it is not always that the teacher must do the work. You give them the understanding and teach them the lesson at first and explain to them what they're to do, because they will make mistakes. Nobody's perfect.
That's right.
You know? So that is important. Now,
And it
we're-
also, to my mind, gives them an opportunity, you and the child, to engage with the dictionary.
Exactly.
Because I think we've moved so far away from the
we
dictionary.
have moved from that.
And the dictionary is like central to everything that we learn.
Exactly.
So
You
it's-
go to the phone.
You go to the phone, and then you
Yes.
find some
Yes.
corruptions of what is really true.
Exactly.
Because people misspell even on the phone.
Exactly.
So check your dictionary for the meaning and the spelling, and then you will see context within which
Yes.
to use certain words.
Now, the last two, we are going to do lay and lie. Now,
Oh.
I want you to explain the variation, the differences between lay and lie.
Okay.
Sentence again, but there's a difference.
Okay.
Because we, in Barbados, a lot of people say, I am going to,
Lay on the beach.
right?
I know. Or lay in bed.
Exactly, but which is correct?
This is correct. L-I-E.
Right. Because it means take a rest.
Correct.
Lie horizontal on the bed.
Listen to me.
Lie.
The late Jeanette Lane Clark.
Yes.
Always was on us for how we always misused these
But
words
it is misused every
all
day.
the time.
Yes.
We misuse these words
One
in
is to-
broadcast
okay,
all the
I
time.
am going to lay this folder there.
Mm-hmm.
It's L-A-Y. I am going to lie.
Yes.
you actually lie on the bed.
L-I-E.
Okay, so that's the differences. But a
Yeah.
lot of people use lay and lie anyhow.
Yeah.
Right? And we pass on it, you know? So, yes.
These, I have to spend a little time on these two words because you're
Exactly.
absolutely
We
right.
all do.
We make such mistake with these three-letter
Yes.
words. Both
Because
of
it
them.
just comes natural to
Naturally.
say, oh, I'm going to lay that there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you
I'm going to
have-
lay down.
Right, lay down. And it's
You're
incorrect.
not a hen.
Except,
So you're
but
not
you
laying.
know, person in our world and in our country, a lot of people use a lot of words that are incorrect.
Yes.
And after you have listened to the content, it does not suit the context what they're saying.
Exactly.
Because they're using the wrong words. But thinking, like the word what, I hear a lot people say flat form.
Yes.
It's plat,
Plat.
form. So they would have given a whole presentation on flat form.
Yes.
And people who don't know would think it's okay.
Yes, yes.
You know? So I'm giving you this little token
I
today.
get a token.
Yes.
I get a token.
And of course, it's reading. Okay, that is your token for being a great student.
Thank you, teacher.
Any questions?
Yes, but no. But what's my homework?
Your homework, I'm not telling you that. Because next year you have to do a big assignment on your own.
All right. Yes, ma'am. So what I'll do, I'll take a break right here. When I come back, I will do some other assignments with Sandy Field Kelman. We're back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So, in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
13 to the hour, you know I don't do this very often, but this is a message that urgently came in for us for the students of the Darrell Jordan Secondary School. The Darrell Jordan Secondary School remains closed today owing to a fire in the area yesterday. So those of you students who are sitting and writing today's CSEC exam, you are to go to the Alexandra School. So to the students of the Darrell Jordan Secondary School, the school remains closed today. Those of you doing the CSEC exams, you will do your exams at the Alexandra School. They will accommodate you at the Alexandra School today. So don't think you escape from your exam at all. We want to give all of you the greatest opportunity to succeed. And so today, the Darrell Jordan students, you will take your exam at the Alexandra School, the Alexandra School. So same time, different location. Darrell Jordan Secondary School students, the Alexandra School for today's CSEC exams. I know I use different words, Sandy. Sandy Field Cameron, stay with me all the time. You will sit, you will take, you will write your exams. There are different words that we can actually use in the same context, and each of them will be correct.
Correct, exactly.
So it's to know, and knowing means you must take some time to understand the difference of each word as well. And so even at the
That's why the
primary school,
dictionary is so
it's there.
helpful.
Yeah, but I think it's important that teachers also use those words in correct context. You're the first example. Parents and guardians, you are too. But you are the first context for the child. And so you must be careful the context in which you use certain words.
Just throwing this out, this just came to my mind. The word carambola. How would you break that down in syllables? Carambola.
Just like that.
Just like that? Okay, break it down for me. Spell.
I just said, to spell it?
Yeah, spell it and break it down.
C-A, Ram, R-A-M, caram, bo, B-O, carambo, L-A, carambola.
Correct. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thank you.
It's very important.
I'm going to give you a sticker for that.
It's very important, Pearson, to do that when you're teaching because you can build a word wall and give the child a word every week. Say like on Sunday, you give the child a word broken down, let that child stick it on the fridge. And why the fridge?
Because everybody goes to the fridge.
Everybody goes to the fridge 5 and 6 times.
Yes.
So it becomes an eyesore. So you're seeing this word carambola, carambola. So by the end of the week, when that child comes back to school or to lessons or whatever, that child has that there because it's like a photographic, word. So this is how you do a word wall and you build children's vocabulary. And at the end of the month, like the word walk, W-O-K, and you actually show the child, as I said, show and tell is very important, especially for younger children.
Yes.
So that child at the end of the month has maybe 5 or 6 words she or he did not have previously. But these are all things the parent need to get on board with because that's where the child lives. So you build a word wall. You can use the 80 words, mat, cat, pat. You can use the A-N words. You can use the I-N words, all types of words, the OG words, and give that child an understanding of the endings of words. So when they go to use the word dog, they know D. And let me hear how you would say that. D-O-G.
Dog.
Yes. How would you say that
For a child? D-Og.
D-Og. P-am.
Yes.
Okay, and phonetically, when we use the alphabet, do you know your alphabet phonetically?
No.
No, you don't.
I don't. I really don't. I know the A-E-I-O-U, which that's the Spanish for a thing, or just the French for the vowels.
Yes.
But I cannot do the phonetic alphabet.
Yes. Well, I will do that next time.
Yes.
A, B, B, C, K, and you go right down the alphabet.
Right.
So you kind of like develop a kind of a art for the sound. That's so important. So usually phonics is a good start to teach children who cannot read, because I really do think by the ages of 6, a child should be able to read.
Fluently.
I don't know about you, but I was able to read when I was 6 years old.
Same. Very early.
And it is very important because that gives you that literacy foundation.
Yeah.
And you tend to, parents at home and so on should read, like my father used to read Mutt and Jeff, the cartoons in the newspaper, and then he would ask us to tell him what he read.
Yes.
And those things are exchanges, and it builds that child's vocabulary and that child's understanding. But we don't do that. The thin things like the Green Giant tin in the supermarket, pick up the different tins and show the child when you're pushing your trolley so that sticks there, because that is the age of absorbing.
Yes.
A child is like a sponge.
Yes.
Takes in everything, whether it's right or wrong, so that as that child grows older, that's there. And that love and that ability to be able to express yourself. And I remember when I was studying in England, they taught us to speak and express, not just say, morning.
Yes.
It's good morning.
Yes.
You put the ring in the morning.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But people, good morning.
Yeah.
No, it makes a difference when you
passion.
exclaim and you express with your eyes and your facial structure. It comes over differently.
Yeah.
And I think that we need to do a lot of that in the schools, because children, yes, they can read and so on, but they need to throw it out and express it. And it comes out, Pearson, and you would know, in your singing.
Yes.
You know, that whole body language and
language
that
is important.
flair, because you're feeling the word.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that is so important, to express the word love and not express love is so different.
Totally different.
Yes. So I am thinking that a lot of that, and that is why theatre arts is so important.
Yes.
Like Triple Threat and those places and so on, where you send your child to be able to express, so everything comes out of your body language, and people then stick with you.
There's some teachers who would say to you, but that's not me. I'm not that sort
but that's
of person.
the problem. But Pearson, I know that because everybody's different. But as I told you last week, that child should remain in you. When you go to teach a child,
Yes.
regardless of what you are dealing with, you should be different, because at the end of the lesson, you have to evaluate yourself. Did I do a wonderful, did I really get across my message? Did I really get that program across to that child? Because remember, the child might be just like you.
Yes.
You know, laid back and no expression. So you have to take on that. It is very important.
You have to be larger than life. I'll use that
Exactly.
broadly. Because for you, the child sees you as their hero.
Exactly.
And so they want their hero to appear larger than normal,
So true.
more meaningful than
Yes,
normal, and
so
that's
true.
important.
And it tells the person about your personality.
Yes.
You know, especially if you're going to be doing, if you go to Japan to sell a tube of toothpaste, you have to be able to get that, even if it doesn't taste, doesn't taste right, you have to be able to get that tube of toothpaste into the customer's pocket.
Yes.
Only by words.
Yes.
The way you put it over and the way you make this toothpaste sound and so on. So expression with words is so vital and important, Pearson.
That cannot be underscored sufficiently. Expression with words,
Exactly.
vitally important indeed. And I think because we tend to want to leave it to the classroom alone, I think if we as individuals in our individual households, we do this, it makes life and communication so much more meaningful.
Exactly.
And
You
the
know,
children
when,
see
when
it.
I see my children and so on, good morning, girls and boys.
Yes.
And they're like, come on, let's say it again. You have to light up when you say it. Your eyes supposed to light up when you say good morning, girls and boys, because it might be a dreary, dark day, rainy. But so one or two children would ask me, but ma'am, what is so good about the morning? You know, what is so good about the morning? Because we have gotten up this morning, our eyes are open. So let us really throw it out there.
Yes.
So that's important for me as an educator and a teacher, especially for younger children. And those children will grow up
Yes.
like that, you know.
You tend to
So-
shift your thoughts to what's important. And I say that
Exactly.
because I often say to when I say, hey, good morning, when I start the show. And
Yes.
my intention with that is for you to not dwell on your negatives.
Negative,
Dwell on what's
exactly.
possible
It's
now.
so important.
You may be in pain, but look at what you can do.
Exactly,
Look
because
at what
everything
you
is in
can
the
do
mind.
isn't-
Everything is in the
That's
mind.
right.
And if it's good in the mind, you tend to feel good in your body.
Exactly.
That energy,
Yes.
that you know, you're like energized to do it. And I can only speak about me as from a little girl, I was like that.
Yes.
You know, and I used to put my dolls and talk to them.
Yes.
Put them down. And I used to scream out, no, shh, 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 you know, so dramatic. I don't know how I ended up being a teacher and not being, you know, in acting or something.
Yes, yes.
But and that's why I love singing, because you can actually feel the words
do,
coming
you
out.
do.
You do a very good job of
Bless
that.
you, bless you.
Excellent
we're in this
job.
Barclay Sayers together, that's why.
Yes. Oh, I
Yes.
can't wait for that show.
It's Saturday.
Can't really
Saturday.
understand that.
This is called My Lady Bird Reading Champion Passport. And I've turned the page and said, tick off the books as you read them.
Yes.
So it encourages me to read, but I want to make sure that I fill my passport, so I'm encouraged to read.
Exactly.
And then I tick and tick and tick all of those Lady Bird
Exactly.
books that I would have read.
That book is for your godson, though.
All right. Thank you.
I think you have passed that stage.
Long
I
time.
think.
Yeah, but
But you can try it.
I'm still one who has I have my bookshelf, and I would go back to books I had in secondary school and read them again, you know.
Yes.
Pride and Prejudice was one of
Yes.
those books that I absolutely loved reading. And so I would pick it up and I would read it over and over and over again.
Yes.
So that's how I live generally. But in it you have there are crosswords, also some find the words by drawing. You know,
Exactly, yes.
it's really a lovely little handy book for people to read.
Yes.
I don't know if they still have a lot I have gone past looking for Lady Bird books now, but you know, I'm sure that the bookstores still have those Lady Bird
Yeah,
books.
they
And it's
do.
important
They
you
do.
give your child a reading foundation.
But that's where I start with my children, the Lady Bird books, on the beach, except, you know, I do not believe that we are to throw books out, because I told you, I think
That's
last
right.
week, that in Finland and Sweden,
Yes.
there's no more technology
That's
with
right.
reading. It's strict. The books are
Back to the
back.
book.
And I think that we have to bring that back, Pearson,
Yeah.
or we are going to be in 15 years, I'll be sitting here telling you, oh, children cannot read. You have to bring the books back, and parents need at home to set up a little library. You can get some, this is what I always encourage my parents to do. You get some cement blocks, maybe about 6.
That's interesting. I
Paint
see.
each one in a bright color, orange and pink and green and blue, bright colors, yellow. And you set it up like a shelf.
Right, and you slot
And
the
you
books in.
put your book, yes.
I see where you're going with
it's
this.
It's very a go-to area. You have your mat, you have your teddy bears, you have your big cushions, shoes are off, and you feel, oh, I want to go there. Whereas when we were growing up, punishment was reading.
Yeah.
That's wrong.
Yes.
Reading is fun. Fun. So a parent just needs to get a little corner at home, and you can put these. I wanted to do that actually this morning, but cement blocks are a bit cumbersome to bring here.
Yes.
And then you can teach them how to code.
Yes.
Coding is so important. I don't know if you know about that. And you teach a child coding and so on. And you have maybe a few live mascots and so on. So that little area at home, just a little area like here, that child will want to go to those books to read.
Because
and
they're
to
so
learn.
fun.
Yes, it's fun.
Sandy, we have to leave it there. Thanks for the fun. Thanks for the learning.
Yes,
And thanks
I'm sure that you learned because you got your little passport
I do
book.
indeed. And so for teachers who've watched this segment, I hope that you've been inspired to try something a little differently next school term. I know you're saying, I'm vacation day, I got to time with that now. But perhaps for the next school term, you have another way in which you can engage with the students.
There are so many ways to keep it
So many. But that's at least one more way that you can make a difference in your school environment. Thank you so much, Sandy, as always.
Thank you so much for having me and for sharing. You were an excellent student.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's what I aim to be. Morning Barbados takes a break here. We're coming back with more in just a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
2, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fat. Be ready to sweat. Here's a shot you want, then real and
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados will love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your cropover and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living cropover across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Cropover Live. Cropover.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
Let's take a look at the news now. We start with the news for the students of the Darrell Jordan Secondary School. Your school remains closed today owing to a fire in the area yesterday. But those of you who will today be writing your CSEC exams, you are to report to the Alexandra School. The Alexandra School today to sit your CSEC examinations. That's for the students of the Darrell Jordan Secondary School. One of the major arteries in Barbados Road Network could be expanded. Government is considering increasing the number of lanes on Highway 2A from 2 to 4. That's according to Senior Minister and Minister of Transport and Works, Kirk Humphrey. He shared the information while inspecting the 7 bridges along the Highway 2A corridor, starting at the Portville Sugar Factory and ending at Mile and a Quarter. Minister Humphrey was accompanied by bridge consultant Jose Lockhart and other MTW officials.
The thinking for the government is to expand this highway to 4 lanes. There's been a lot of work done along this road. We've already had Mr. Lockhart, whose company has already done some work with a lot of these bridges. So we actually have existing information on a number of the bridges. So even the work that we had, which had looked at 2 lanes, you now have to review to be able to go to 4 lanes. Major concern would have been the integrity of the bridges. And so we're just making sure the bridges, first of all, could accommodate the space in the areas that are tight, and that the existing structure could possibly, with some repair, be able to accommodate the traffic that we foresee. Additionally, I had promised the public that I would return to them in a few weeks to discuss some of the solutions that we have for traffic. This will be part of it. We will go to the public, I think, the end of June, so that they will then see how some of the consultations and their ideas have fed into what we're doing. I also feel like I must tell Barbadians that this takes some time.
Mr. Lockhart says the MTW has retained his company to rehabilitate bridges across the island to improve the overall transportation infrastructure. Following the tour, he gave some insight into the state of our bridges.
This bridge, the one that is, it looks in good condition, despite it's a very old bridge. It looks like it being well maintained. But now one of the goals of the minister is to, instead of having 2 lanes bridge, convert it to a 4-lane bridge. We already have designed and prepared construction plan for about 7 bridges. So far in our scope of work, we have 18 bridges. We have done about 60% of the job already. Most of the bridges are going to be precast construction, which is typical construction bridges worldwide, not only in Barbados.
To commemorate the 80th anniversary, staff of the Barbados Probation Service joined the congregation at Sanctuary Empowerment Center for a service of thanksgiving yesterday. Minister of Home Affairs and Information, Gregory Nichols, attended, and he spoke of the outstanding contribution the service is making to the judicial system, though under strain. Here's a story now from Anesta Henry.
Addressing the congregation at the Sanctuary Empowerment Center, Minister of Home Affairs and Information, Gregory Nichols, draws attention to Barbados' crime situation, noting that young men, many of them teenagers, are appearing before the law courts in numbers that trouble the society in general. He says that this is increasing the workload for the staff of the Barbados Probation Service.
According to the 2025 probation statistics, 295 of them were under its care last year. Of those 295, 138 were placed on probation for violent or threatening offenses against persons, ranging from acts causing bodily harm to sexual offenses and property-related crimes involving violent threats.
Minister Nichols says Barbados has recorded some progress in bringing down its recidivism rate due to the work of probation officers who are rarely publicly acknowledged.
Probation officers are not celebrated the way police officers or judges are. They work in the background, in the offices, in the courtrooms, in family homes, in the communities. They manage case laws that are heavy. They deal with situations that are complicated and carry the weight of people's crises in ways that are rarely publicly acknowledged.
And he says despite being understaffed, the department produced commendable figures in 2025.
492 pre-sentence reports, 519 progress reports, 203 community service reports, 117 domestic reports.
From the adoption of a modern case management system, improving how supervision is tracked and reported, to programs that reflect a more sophisticated understanding of what rehabilitation actually requires, to the training of staff, the minister says the department has changed considerably over the past 80 years.
But growth in programs cannot outpace growth in capacity. If you're serious about rehabilitation as a national strategy, and I believe we must be, then we have to be serious about resourcing the institution that delivers it. That means staffing, that means training, that means talking the well-being of our officers as seriously as we take the outcome of our clients.
Minister Nichols reiterated government's commitment to the service. Anesta Henry, CBC News.
A local not-for-profit organization has welcomed the government's recent passing of anti-gang legislation aimed at tackling crime and violence. Founder of the Tyree Caesar Foundation, Jacqueline Caesar, says she's pleased that legislation is being considered as one of the measures to help curb gun violence on island. Speaking during the Foundation's annual 5K walk and run at the weekend, Ms. Caesar notes that while stronger laws can play an important role in addressing the issue, they should form part of a broader approach. She says additional strategies should also be explored to tackle the root causes of violence and create safer communities.
I am seeing the legislation. I'm happy to see that at least we're moving and trending in that direction where we're looking at the laws on our books. Also, I think we can do a bit more in terms of the rehabilitation, persons who are on bail and entering back into society. Also, those persons who are basically incarcerated. When they come out, what do they do? How do they reset? So I'm thinking a bit more work can be done in that space. And also the school curriculum. I'm hoping that at least there can be some course that speaks to morals, standards, values that they take throughout their school lives. From infancy straight up to secondary school. We need it every term, every year, all year long, speaking it and reinforcing it until they understand that violence is not the answer.
To sports now, West Indies fast bowler Shamar Joseph will miss today's third and final one-day international against Sri Lanka at Sabina Park. He left the squad owing to personal reasons and has returned home to Guyana. However, team officials expect that the pacer is rejoining the camp ahead of the three-match T20 series, which bowls off on Thursday. His absence comes at a crucial moment for the regional side in the current series. That's because the second one-dayer was washed out and no points awarded. Not a single ball was bowled, as persistent showers forced officials to abandon the day-night contest. The result means that Sri Lanka now holds a 1-0 advantage in the three-match contest, so with just a match remaining, the West Indies at best can only square the series. First ball is scheduled for 3:30 this afternoon, Barbados time. That's a look at news and sports until now. We'll have more news and sports coming up at noon right here on TV8. Morning Barbados continues from the showroom at CBC Barbados right after this break.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform. TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Into Festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, Email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
Morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
14 minutes now after 7 o'clock. We're discussing cars and more with Her Excellency, the Most Honorable Henrietta Thompson. Liz Thompson, you know her as Elizabeth Thompson. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Preston.
Good to see you. We're talking cars. Did you see the one I just showed you?
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Yes. Well, you know, I like red cars, so that was the first thing that grabbed me, but it's beautiful.
It
and I'm
is.
looking for an SUV, so.
Oh, perfect. You're in the perfect place. Fellas, in the showroom, we have a potential client right here.
Yeah, I particularly want a free one, so.
A potential client here, indeed. So here we are. We're talking about an upcoming series of free public speaking workshops. Why? Why are we doing this?
So it's part of how I want to give back to the community. Over the years, I've made, I think, one or two not so bad speeches. I've had the opportunity to speak all over the world in many different types of public fora. And of course, Pearson, you're a Methodist, so you know that I also
right.
preach. I am a lay preacher in the Methodist Church. I'm fully certified for the Methodist Church in the Caribbean and the Americas. And I am conscious of how nervous people get when they're about to speak. And a lot of the times, people make terrible mistakes. They avoid public speaking. You know, they're in situations where they need to know something about protocol, basic rules of etiquette. They don't know how to address people. You see people, including people at fairly high levels, at certain types of events, their attire is entirely inappropriate. So I thought, why not put together something for people who want to learn basic public speaking skills? You know, you have to go move a vote of thanks, for instance, or say a few words on behalf of a friend at a wedding or a eulogy or something, and try to equip people with better public speaking skills.
There are a couple of approaches. One, when you have the time to plan it. And then there are times when it's impromptu, you're called upon to do. And so would you be attending to both of those angles?
Yeah, the course is going to be an 8-hour course. So we are going to attend to all of those angles. I'm also going to include common mistakes that people make, like respite. Sorry, people say respite, but the correct word really is respite. So custom saying respite, it came naturally. You know, these days, a number of people will tell you so-and-so as well too.
Yes.
Which is wrong. And yes, you have to have a basic skill set that allows you, if you are called upon unexpectedly, to be able to say something which makes sense and which is relevant and leaves people feeling okay. Or, well, it may not be a situation where people will feel okay after, but you have to be able to say something that is appropriate. And so the idea is to give people a range of speaking skills and the confidence to articulate what they're feeling and what needs to be said in a particular context.
And so there are many who are watching who have the desire to speak as well as you do. And they're thinking, but I don't know if I have the skill sets to do so. And you're saying, yes, come. Because you have the desire, this is the beginning and we can shape it in the way that you do. I keep reflecting, I tell this story all the time. I was 16 years old. I was in Tobago at a church camp, Methodist church camp, Dilts, as a matter of fact. And one of the people called on to speak at that session was a Trinidadian. She spoke so beautifully, it sounded like music to my ears. Afterwards, I went to her and I asked, how do you do that? Yeah. How does one do that? And she shared with me then, I have never forgotten it. I employed it. As a matter of fact, that's why I do what I do. And I think for a lot of people, it's that passion to want to be better that starts the journey. But then in the classes, the sessions that you're offering, you hone it in a way that you deliver at the end of the day. And so I don't want you to think that this is for those who are like myself, who do this all the time, and therefore it's just a polishing moment. It's also a building moment.
It is very much a building moment. In fact, the classes are going to be free. Absolutely free. It will be 8 hours of training. Some of the training is going to be by Zoom because clearly that is a skill that one needs to have, how to present in that space, that box, and still look professional and polished. And we're going to ask people who are interested, and the age group is 18 to 30.
Good.
So that's the cohort with which I'm starting. And we're going to ask people who are interested to send me a video, not more than 60 seconds long, telling me something about yourself and why I should put you in the program. And the number you send it to is 850-1602.
850-1602. 850-1602. This is required sometimes. You have to lock it in. 850-1602. A very short video, just about a minute long, 60 seconds long. About you, and then you send it to 850-1602, and we will let you in. We let you in because I really want you to benefit in a very significant way indeed. So in this workshop, you're looking at managing nerves.
Yes.
The facility with language and so much more. Could you break it down into the different segments that you are attending to? No.
Okay, so at the moment I can't break down per class. What we are going to start by doing is seeing where people are. If I say to you, I give you 30 seconds, tell me something about yourself. People would be surprised that they stumble. They don't know what to say. They look around, they laugh, they start to fidget, they swing their bodies. They just cannot present for 30 seconds. So we start with that. I'm going to be using a number of games and techniques in communication, showing people what's good public speaking, what's bad public speaking, making people aware of some of the famous speeches in history and why they're famous, so that you learn, why did the Martin Luther King speech survive so long?
Yes.
And other speeches, you hear quotes from speeches. That's not what you can do that's not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And there's several others. So the idea is that we start slowly, build people's confidence, because that's the key thing. Everybody can speak. There are some people who are going to be natural public speakers. There are some who are going to speak far better than others after training, but everybody can be trained to deliver a good speech. And speaking is part of communication.
Yes.
You have to present yourself. I remember standing in a store some time ago, and there was a young lady who had a problem with her phone, and she was trying to explain to the person at the counter.
Yes.
And they were rinsing her out because she was articulating in Bajan. She wasn't doing it well. She could not say. She had a legitimate problem. So I said to her, "Sweet girl, let me help you." So I looked at the person and put it in English for them. And I said, "Does that help?" And they looked at me like, all right then.
For those of you watching, you want to know, listen, when you do your video, you're going to send it by WhatsApp.
By WhatsApp,
to
yes.
850-1602.
Very good person.
I'm good at numbers. 850-1602. I've said it yet again. 850-1602. Send it by WhatsApp. Yeah. And we'll respond to you right there indeed.
No more than 60 seconds.
No more than 60 seconds. Not too long and lengthy. Even if you're pretty verbal like me, you'll probably do more than 60 seconds. But nonetheless, send it.
If you're that verbal, you don't need me.
You never know. Because I want to look at now the mix of local language with standard English, because there is a place for both to intersect. And would that be I hope it is a subject area that you look at as well, because it can lighten, at the same time it can reinforce a message that you want to, if it's heard in the way that we speak, and then you come back out. Because sometimes a lot of people are uncomfortable with that switch, and as the young people say, that switch code.
Well, that's part of having good language skills.
Yes.
I can speak Bajan very well, but I can articulate a perfect English sentence, enunciate perfectly, if that is required. And you have to be able to do both. Unfortunately, I find that a lot of Barbadians now do not have any facility with English. It is still the international standard. If you leave Barbados, if you go into formal settings, people are listening to you. You must be able to present some basic information, to say what your needs are, to address people and to do it properly. So I think it's important for people to have that double facility with Bajan and with English, and depending on the context, you can slip between two. I mean, earlier in the conversation, I did some slips, and yeah.
It's interesting you're going after that cohort, 18 to 30.
Yeah.
They are the next stage of professionals, and you are required, therefore, to be able to manage your appearance in a very responsible way through the way you communicate. And so, like you've said, as you've said, you know, there's some people who struggle with presenting themselves in the competent way. And if you want to have the kind of job and the kind of stature that you're aiming for, this course is for you. This workshop is truly, truly, truly for you. Send your 60-second video to 850-1602 NOW now. Don't dilly-dally, because, and how many can you accommodate, by the way?
Well, we're going to see, and I say we because a couple friends are going to be doing various sessions. And I did indicate earlier that things like dress and etiquette, and that's another area in which people are completely, completely intimidated. They're taken out to lunch or dinner, and often, depending on the nature of the job, an interview at dinner or lunch is part of it. You're screened over in a social setting. I mean, are you going to lick back the drinks and start calling the boss by his first name by the end of the lunch? You're being screened. People see a set of cutlery in front of them, several glasses. They don't know what they're for. And they're embarrassed, you know, and I can't tell you how often I've been to a lunch or dinner in a very formal setting, and somebody who you think ought to know grabbed the bread off my plate instead of the one that is their own. I just remembered a really, really bad incident in which I was at a lunch, very formal lunch, and corn was served. Probably not a good thing for and there were bits of the piss, and the person next to me, who was extremely high level, not Bajan, praise be to Jesus, just started spitting it back onto their plate. I was grabbing the chair, and after a while I just said, "Sweetheart," and squeezing the knee, you know, their knee.
Don't do that. Listen,
you know, as gently as I could. But people do these things, and
I know.
Nobody ever trains them. And you do well academically, and you get into these positions, and people don't seem to believe that they need to know basic rules of etiquette. And you're not out eating, you're not home eating with your soup spoon, because that's how you grow up.
I'm a very scornful person. I must tell you so. Immediately I began to cringe at the sight of it.
No,
but
it was pretty bad.
So, okay, when
this was somebody at ministerial level. So
really?
When I tell you that horrific mistakes take place, and sometimes you don't know what you don't know.
That's right. That's right.
And you just have to learn. And the truth is, and there are some people who are not going to like that. As Black people, we have not grown up in these kinds of settings where you know all the rules of etiquette, where you do formal dining. Most people go into the house with a box of Kentucky, eat it out of the box, or box of fast food, not advertising any particular one, eat it out of the box. Or they eat in a very informal way with a fork only. Many people still eat with a spoon. And once they rise, they really are in trouble. They figure, you see people holding a knife like if it's a weapon,
Yes, yes.
as opposed to the correct way. So there's a lot that I want to offer, and the friends who have promised to assist over the course of the 8 sessions. Well, it's 4 2-hour sessions. That's the plan at the moment. And as you asked earlier, each is broken down so that it adds value. And it isn't that I'm going to be talking. There are going to be exercises that allow people to engage, to learn to communicate, to learn by engaging with each other, interacting with each other. So I'm persuaded that people who take this class are going to come out much stronger, much better, and be equipped in a way that they were not before they took it.
I am equally persuaded. When does it start?
I'm waiting to see how many people we get. And then once we screen the number, then we can start. But I really want to start this month.
Right. So, folks, we really want to get going this month. So, 850-1602, just 60 seconds, no more than 60 seconds. It could be 10, 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds even, but no more than 60. Send it right now and be one of the first in the workshop. There are going to be 8 of them, 8 2-hour workshops. Well, yeah, 8 hours, 4 2 hours. My mathematics is a little wrong now.
18 to 30, age
right,
group. Yeah.
18 to 30. And we really want to help you. This is helping you. No one is criticizing you. This is helping you to become your better self. And in becoming your better self, you present yourself in the best way possible. And these sessions are designed to be able to help you do so. You'll see the opportunities that will flow therefrom. Ambassador, thank you. Her Excellency, the Most Honorable Elizabeth Thompson. And I wish you well with the initiative. I really hope that you are bombarded by the desire. It says a lot, but at the same time, we know it's important that people develop in the way that you're aiming to do.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
You're
having
very
me.
welcome. You're very welcome. Morning Barbados breaks right here. We're coming back in a moment.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb, and together we will travel the world.
We could put on a fantastic show. All the best artists in the world, if the show ain't got nobody in it, show ain't saying nothing. So in the grand scheme of things, any party, any fete, any production, the people is who really make the thing, right? So that was one of those, it's almost like an ode to the people. Because one is who's met this thing, you know.
2, get ready. 1, 2, 1, 2. He could be a pet or a life. When we come together, because you, we are the heart of the party. When the song sweet, it could be a lime or a fete. Be ready to sweat. It's a genuine, then real and
Books open your heart, your mind, and your soul. They are educational, entertaining, inspiring, and motivating. Are you an author of a recent book you want to share? Then Mornin Barbados would love to feature your book in our The Next Chapter segment. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. That's morning without the G. Come and let us turn those pages together.
This is CBC, your cropover and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living cropover across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Cropover Live, Cropover Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, Inda Festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Good morning to you.
25 to 8 o'clock, we meet now a Barbadian man who has designed something that allows us to connect one with the other without even having to have your own phone service, just internet connectivity. What is that and who is he? He's joined by me now with Cecil. Jordan's your name. Cecil, good morning. You've developed this. How proud are you of your development?
Well, I'm happy, but most of all, I'm glad to know that we as Barbadians can do something and become creators of things rather than just consumers. Mm-hmm. So it's about Barbados and putting us on the map in that manner.
You call it SIMS 246.
Yes.
What does SIMS 246 represent?
Secured Instant Messaging Services and 246 Barbados.
Yeah.
And I use it as a catchphrase, so it's easy to roll off the tongue. SIMS 246, that's it.
So it's Secured Instant Messaging Services.
Yes.
Instant messaging. A lot of us, we live in that world now. You know, I message, I want a response instantly, and I want to be able to connect all of the world. And there are some free applications that allow you to do so. What makes yours different?
Okay, first of all, with my application, you don't need a cell phone service. You don't need to even have an active telephone number. All you need is just a device that can connect you to the internet, whether it is a mobile phone, a tablet, laptop computer, or a desktop computer. Mm-hmm. And the whole thing about it here is that you can be anywhere in the world. And one of the reasons why I believe that this is important is that there are times when you need to get hold of some person in an emergency. You may not even know someone's phone number. Mm-hmm. As a matter of fact, most cell phones can only accommodate X amount of numbers. Right now, in this system here, a small config, I have over 180,000 possible connections already programmed in the computer.
I don't understand that.
Okay.
For the non-programmer, explain that to me.
Sure. If you want to connect to someone in this program, all you need to do is to be able to know their username. Now, what I have done is that I have created a site where you can go onto the site and just log in your name and then just connect to the person who you want to connect to. And automatically, as long as the other person is connected to you, you can have a conversation. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to wait until that person connects. As long as you go online, log in your name, create password, and select the person you want to connect with, you can immediately begin to send messages to that person.
Does that person also have to have the same application?
Yeah, actually, it is a website, and everything happens at the website.
Oh, front end there.
You just need to get on the website, and that's it. So it is a portal rather than a mere app. It allows you to be able to connect to any person in the world, from the highest person to the lowest person. You can connect to any person, period. As long as you are on there, there is no limit to who you can connect to. In an emergency, passing a message from one ministry to the other. As a matter of fact, it can be used for both the harvest season, government, country-to-country relations, you name it.
So it's a web-based application.
It is.
Good. So therefore, if I want to connect with you, Cecil,
yeah,
I must say, Cecil, go and log into across.com.
Yes. Okay.
And we will talk there.
Yes.
Because I'm on across.com.
Yes. Okay. Right now, once you are a member of the platform, okay, you will have a password and username. The instant that you have been put on a platform, you can begin to communicate. So all you need to do is that the person that you want to have a conversation with, just give them your username, not password.
Right, they will find me once they search for you by username.
No, actually, once you give them your username, when you go on and you connect, you will just select their name and go from there.
Okay, across.com, I'm just, just an example.
Okay, sure.
If that's the website, I say, Cecil, join this website and register.
Yeah.
So, and then Cecil, when you log in, look for Pearson.
Exactly.
Blah, blah, blah.
Exactly.
And then you start the connection with me.
Exactly.
But,
sorry. Go ahead.
But Cecil and I must both be on the same platform to be able to talk to each other.
Yes.
What are the security measures built in here?
Actually, what I have done, I've also written my own encryption program. Actually, there are programs out there, but what I do is that I want to make sure that on no given occasion am I going to be at the mercy of any person or what have you. Encryption is just about trying to muzzle the information from one point to the next, okay?
Yeah.
So there are many ways that you can encrypt. So what I have done is that I have created that process. So when the person goes in and they begin to create that message, the moment that they hit send, at that point, the message is encrypted until the point that it reaches the server. And when it gets there, it will stay in that way. So when you send that message to the person and they will see on their screen, it travels from the server to the screen and then gets decrypted.
Okay.
Sure.
So I type, I send,
yeah.
The junk goes over there, and
Yeah.
what you see is the accurate bit that I've
Yes.
typed. Okay.
Yeah.
I want to do a demonstration for me before time gets away from me.
Sure.
So that we see how this actually works in real time. Okay. Do you have this demonstration? You already have someone on the other side to receive your message?
No, well.
Work and talk.
Okay, sure. Okay. Okay. All right. Right now, right? Okay. Right now,
the devastating effects on families for lives lost to gun
Okay,
violence are real.
Okay.
By now,
I can see
someone
because I'm
you
watching
know
on the screen.
must have been impacted by the senseless acts of gun violence.
To home you go.
Join us on
So this is
June
the landing
6th
page here.
for the 2026
Yes.
Tyrese
And actually,
Caesar Foundation 5K Walk and Run.
CJBusinessSupport.com.
Give your support to the movement to end gun violence
It's
and
also
be counted in as part of the peace
DeltaSwaffiSolution.com, okay?
pact.
Because when I
Let's
was doing the
do this
application, I
and
wanted
show
to
love and support for
be able to
surviving
manage, so I
relatives
will
in times of need.
Okay,
Sign
so I
up
go here now.
at www.
So first of all, I log in here. Okay, so go here and log in, right? Now, I can hear, let's for example.
Let me see if I can see what you type here. No, go ahead. Do your typing, my brother. Do reveal.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Okay, so okay.
So, and this is your demo that you're using. All right.
Yes, yeah. Actually, this is the actual site.
I got you. CJBusinessSupport.com.
Yes.
CJBusinessSupport.com. You can go try it for yourself, folks, at home, and see how it works. And so Cecil is trying it to show us with you what it actually looks like and how it works. You can get it in the premium range, the corporate range, or the regular range. So for those of you as the individual, you go and you log in as the regular, or you can come in corporate, and so you do business to business, or premium, which gives you extra services.
No.
Are we in?
Yes. No, I have just sent in, and now I want to communicate with same person 002.
Okay.
Okay.
So my name is not, it doesn't show my name.
Actually, no, because I want to ensure that people have a feeling of security and confidentiality. Right. So right now the names are, yeah.
So Cecil, would have to know that person 001 is Pearson.
Yeah, actually, when you sign on, that name will be there. But if you wanted to have your name exposed, that is a preference as well.
That's an option available.
Yes. So right now, I will connect to same person 02. So
02.
Yeah. So I just click on there and click lock. Okay. And lock means lock. So again, I came my password as
right. Yes. All these security checks all the way through.
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Don't talk about your password here.
No, I don't. No.
All right.
No.
Good.
Okay. Now, you see here?
Yes.
That demonstrates that the person is now connected, and I can send a message to them right now.
So the green at the top there, the green line says that they're connected there.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. So here I'll say here, hello world. Hello world. SELLOWORLD.
That's a real person you're talking to now?
No, that's just a member of the demo. Yeah.
All right, good. Just checking. And send.
Yeah. See here?
And
immediately, this demonstrates that the person. Yes. So
current recipient, and current initiator. It shows me that.
Yes.
I see that. I see also hello world, and then the other one says trying to connect.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when the initiator makes the first call, okay, that is the notation that demonstrates that activity has just gone,
right.
and that determines, or that proves rather, that a verbal connection has been established.
Right.
Then now, for what I typed just now, immediately I can begin to send messages to that person, even though the person is not there yet. But when they come on,
they will see the messages.
Everything. So you do not have to wait until someone engages. So if there was an urgent matter to be dealt with, you can log on and send messages one after the other, and they will see it.
When they do log in.
And it is the immediacy of this program that makes it, to my mind, critical.
Right.
As far as that process of communication is concerned.
Let's look at the three tiers that you have: regular, corporate, and premium.
Yeah.
Cost and those things.
Okay. The cost of membership is extremely affordable. 50 US cents per month for any person. 50 US cents per month. $1 Barbados a month. For any user who is part of a business, it is $1 US per month. So right now, you can pay, the average person can pay $6 US for a full year's membership.
All right. So with membership comes with certain, because you have on three different tiers. Mm. If I'm regular, I'm limited. If I'm corporate, I have more access, and if I'm premium, more access as well. That's how it works, right? Generally.
Okay.
Generally.
Fine.
Good.
But actually, as far as corporate is concerned, it is $1 per user.
As many users.
Yeah.
Now you say here, without the need for an active phone service account, anyone on this platform can engage just by having an internet connection.
Sure.
And so it works, it's web-based. Mm-hmm. I can use it on my phone if I choose to do so, but it does not mean that you have to have a phone plan or anything like that. And so how long has this been up now?
Actually, the program is finished, and I am in the process of launching.
Okay.
But I wanted to have it showcased so that people could get to know what it is about and what have you.
Right. cjbusinesssupport.com.
And also Delta. And so actually, it is on 2 websites.
Right. Okay.
And yes. Yeah.
All right. So check it out and see for yourself what's possible indeed. Cecil, well done. Well
Thank you
done.
very much.
No good and faithful servant. Keep it up.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome indeed. Good to meet you. Good to meet you.
As well.
We're back from the showroom of CBC Barbados right after this.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
This is CBC, your crop over and summer vibe destination. This year, we're living crop over across every platform: TV, radio, digital, culture, music, sport, entertainment, like never before. On TV8, it's Crop Over Live, Crop Over Sweet Spot, festival vibes, the raw energy, straight from the heart of the action. On radio, we've got every vibe covered. 98.1 The One brings the heat. The Soca Squad, Soca Avenue. It's SATA, Signal Fridays, pure energy, pure vibes. Q100.7 FM honors the legacy. Crop Over Legends, in the festival. The stories that built this festival. Vibe 94.7 FM brings it home. Crop Over Diaries, Calypso Legacy, Culture Unfiltered. And CBC News is on the ground for every story, update, and highlight. Everything streams live on our socials and YouTube. Wherever you are, you're connected. Plus, spot, connect, and win. One loyal CBC listener or viewer drives away in a Suzuki Hybrid. This isn't just a season. This is CBC. This is the Crop Over and Summer Vibe.
Crop Over lives on TV8. It's where the season comes alive. From the road to the stage, we've got it covered. The vibes, the music, the culture, all in one place. TV8. We are Crop Over Live.
Some ask, what makes Barbados so special? We at Mornin Barbados say it's you, our exceptional youth. You are talented, resilient, and inspirational. You are the epitome of the Barbadian spirit, testing the boundaries of your creativity. If you are an entrepreneur, artist, baker, designer, author, or have done anything you think should be highlighted, email us at morninbarbados@cbc.bb. Let us show the world our exceptional Bajan youth.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.bb. And together we will travel the world.
Morning, morning, morning. Good morning. Good morning to you.
You see the vehicle of choice, the Across here, the Suzuki Across GLX, where X stands for extra, right here in the showroom of Inchcape Motors. Let's go now to St. George Secondary School. Now, all of you by now know my feelings about St. George Secondary School, how immensely proud I am of the results, the positive results that flow therefrom. And so, year 2 of the Spirit of the Lion show. I can't wait what's happening. And so joining me to talk a little bit more about this is Lady Who Programs, who's the program coordinator in Shanice Seeley. Good morning to Shanice.
Good morning, Pearson.
And you've got Mr. and Miss Prerogative with you.
Yes, I do.
Jamacy Cox and Mackay Goodrich. Good morning, both of you as well. Good morning. It's coming up.
Yes.
When is it? I mean, last year you were sold out. The place was overflowing with people. When is it?
It's going to be June the 20th at the Frank Collymore Hall, starting at 5:30.
You got a bigger venue now?
Yes, we had to, Pearson. We had to.
So on the 20th of June,
yes, please.
The Frank Collymore Hall, and what can we expect?
Whew, this year is going to be even better than last year, I can assure you. We have been going through several rehearsals with our students. We have been going through the different developmental programs. The students are excited. Some of them are nervous, but I think all of that is filled with their excitement. We have been going into the community, and throughout your segments, you're going to see how each student went into their specific community to really touch the lives. And I think it really reminds them of the importance of community development and giving back to their community, because a lot of them were not even aware that these are things that they can do, things as simple as giving back to the elderly people and just reminding them that, you know what, we still care about you guys and we love you.
Next Saturday, this Saturday coming is the 13th. The following Saturday is the 20th. That's where we shall all be at the Frank Collymore Hall for the Spirit of the Lion show of St. George Secondary. And so, Jamacy, Miss Prerogative, are you looking forward to this opportunity?
I am.
How are you getting ready?
Currently, right now, it's stressful, but I manage.
Yes. And so you've had to go through and study prerogative. What have you
Yes.
now learned about that area of St. George?
I have learned that Prerogative is a small, quiet community with a lot of businesses, and the people there are very welcoming and warm.
Wow. You're so well spoken.
Thank you.
Is this you're normally this confident?
Yes, please.
You're looking forward to the excitement, aren't you?
Yes, please.
So what are you competing in? What segments?
There is the speech, the best dress, and I think that's all.
Pretty much that's it.
Yes.
But just come and see. You have your posse lined up already?
Yes.
Everybody's going to be excited to come and see, including your colleagues at school.
Yes, please.
And so when you decided to put yourself forward, was it difficult to make that decision?
No.
No? Why not?
I'm pretty involved in a lot of things at school, and last year I was actually involved in the show also. I was not one of the participants, but I was on stage singing, and last year I was the spirit of the nation lady.
Mhm.
I was on stage in a costume.
Wow, congratulations. Well, so no doubt it was a no-brainer that you should therefore come on stage this time around to compete.
Yes.
Well done, Jamesi. Mackay, you now, let me hear about you. What made you decide to step forward and be Mr. Prerogative?
How to describe it? You can repeat that question again,
Yeah,
sir?
well, are you excited about the show, first of all?
I'm excited, but what I'm more excited is hyping up Prerogative, and as the Beijing would say, big them up.
Big them up.
Yeah.
So big up Prerogative for me.
Yeah, so big up Prerogative.
What have you found out about the area, Prerogative? Is there anything interesting about the space?
Prerogative is a 54 acres of land. How to describe it is that Prerogative in the past used to have sugarcane, but currently it is rows and rows of okras, herbs, and other crops.
Oh, you've learned a lot, my brother. I did not know that they had transitioned the level of agriculture to in that level at all. So well done to you. Are you excited about your costuming and your formal wear and all the rest of it?
Yes, sir, I am.
Do you have to make a speech?
Yes, sir. Speech for sure.
And is there an opening dance?
Pardon me?
Do you have to dance at the opening of the show?
Yeah. We have to.
Scary now, right? Scary indeed. And so break down the show for me, Miss Celia, but what
So-
can we expect when we come to the Spirit of the Lions show on the 20th of June at the Frank Collymore Hall?
So before we get to the show, what the program really is a transformative program where we look to really bring out public speaking skills within our students, teach them the importance of etiquette, eloquence, and empathy given back to the community. But the heart of the program is really our civic responsibility, teaching the students the importance of going into their community and showing how the school and community can really bridge that gap and pull in from each other, basically. In addition to that, the show is going to be showcasing everything that they would have done within their community. So this is going to be seen through their public speech, where they would just be given a summary of what would have transpired within the year that this program would have been going on, because we started in term 1, term 2, and then we conclude in term 3. In addition to that, because we found that a lot of the females, to really grab them, we had to put on a pageant.
Yes.
So to conclude that, the show, we would then have our formal wear segment, where they then will just use their formal wear as a way to just describe an element within their community.
Wow, boy, it's even better than last year. This is going to be fantastic. And so what time does it begin?
5:30.
5:30. 5:30, a good way to spend your evening in the Frank Collymore Hall next week, Saturday. Next week, Saturday. This coming Saturday is the 13th. The following Saturday is the 20th. And that's where you're going to be at the Frank Collymore Hall for 5:30, where you see the Spirit of the Lions of St. George Secondary School. How many couples are there competing?
There are going to be 9 pairs in total.
18 students?
18 students.
You have grown.
That is how much we had last year.
It was?
Yeah.
What does it feel like so much more?
Yes, to me it does, but the same. 9 pairs.
Wow, this is brilliant. This is really, really good. 18 students have decided to put themselves forward to study their respective areas in St. George, to get to know more intimately about it, to connect the school with its community. And then they're coming to the stage, like you're saying right there, roaring into the future to tell you the stories of what they've learned and to share with you their lived experience as well as they're prepared for this show. At the end of which, we will have the outstanding ones who will become the lion and lionesses of St. George Secondary School for yet another year. And so I want to encourage all of you to give full and even fuller support to this initiative. Last year was outstanding. And so this year we want it to be even more outstanding indeed. And so come out and support Prerogative, right?
Yes,
Right? Okay. Jamesi and Mackay, who are the ambassadors for Prerogative indeed. And so I want you to come give them your full support, Prerogative, and all of the other 8 couples as well who are going to be a part of it indeed. And so, Miss Celia, I want to thank you so much as always for always being there to guide these brilliant young people of St. George Secondary School. Again, great things are flowing. You were significant in the $20 challenge. You won the letter writing competition.
Yes, you did.
You've done so much. You guys are really, really good. Believe in yourself. Believe in yourself, okay? And make us proud. We're very happy. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thanks, you too.
Thank you. And so that's it for today. The little crew joins me in saying to all of you, have a beautiful morning. It be the will of the Lord. We'll see you tomorrow right here at HK Barbados for even more of Morning Barbados. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Barbados, get up. Good morning. Good morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, morning, morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning. Morning, Barbados. Good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Morning to you.
There is a saying, you can find a Bajan anywhere. Are you a Bajan living abroad? Or do you know of one who has migrated to another country? Well, we at Mornin Barbados would love to have you or them on our Bajan Afar segment. Share your amazing stories, experiences, and how you have adapted to a new culture. Send us an email to morninbarbados@cbc.vb. And together we will travel the world.
We could put on